Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to tell you everything you need to know about Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now we're going to be breaking down the topics of today's video. Today we are going to be looking at story, side missions, the assassin tools, improved AI detection system, social stealth, crowd blending, and the wanted system, the 4 districts of Baghdad, the size of the map, and collectibles.
Basim, Abney's Hawk. Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
Now let's get started with the story, and just to let everyone know that we are going to be starting off as a young, cunning 17-year-old street thief, and this is when we are going to be learning the origins of Basim. This is when we're going to be seeing why Basim flees his town of Samara and ends up in Baghdad, how he becomes a street thief. And even better, we are going to be seeing on when Roshan saves him and pretty much introduces him to the Brotherhood, which is probably going to be one of my favorite parts of the story, I can already tell. And I have to say that I am really excited that we are already going to be seeing all of Basim's past. We're going to see his upbringing, and we're going to be seeing what other characters is also in the Brotherhood that they still need to introduce, which will be important roles for Basim. And keep in mind, guys, at this point they are still called the Hidden Ones because the Fortress of Amunet has yet to be built, but we do see it being built in the background, which is a nice hint that they are kind of getting into the transition of from the Hidden Ones, where they get to actually label themselves to be the assassins. But keep in mind, we still have 100 years before the Hidden Ones are officially labeled as the Creed. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing on how their rituals are, how they operate, and how their networking is. We're gonna be also seeing how many other members of the Creed there is, which is gonna be extremely exciting. Like, I'm really excited to be seeing more of which things they have to be influencing, like the Brotherhood and the Creed, well, the foundations of the Brotherhood, I should say. And also to let you guys know, when it comes to the modern day parts of the Assassin's Creed games, in this game there is supposed to be barely any, because Basim is pretty much just going through his own origins and stuff like that. So they're going to be focused on Mirage is going to be pretty much the origins of Basim, but with maybe a tiny bit at the end of modern day with Basim meeting Desmond's father. So that's going to be very interesting. And I must say, I am really fascinated to be seeing Basim's transition from street thief, assassin, master assassin to mentor, because keep in mind, this is also where we are going to be seeing a young Hytham at one point, and it's going to be very interesting to be playing from a perspective maybe towards the end of the game from a mentor's point of view. So I think that's going to be very interesting. Okay guys, let's talk about side missions very quickly, and I want to mention that there is not going to be a lot. It's probably going to add an extra 3, maybe 4, 5 hours of extra side mission activities and stuff, because I think the overall game, well, I think the main game is 17 to 20 hours depending on how you do certain missions and stuff like that, because they are going to be introducing back like multi-kills and different options on how to take out your target. So that's going to be very interesting. And I have to say, because Assassin's Creed Valhalla was the last game, and this game was technically supposed to be a DLC for it, don't be surprised if certain missions, side missions, are looking very similar to the ones that's in Valhalla as well. And keep in mind, within the story we do see, like, there is glimpses of like Vikings that is going to be ending up in Baghdad, which will be a perfect excuse how Basim meets Sigat. So keep that in mind as well. There's going to be a perfect excuse for that. And another thing I want to add is that Basim is from a place called Samara, which is north of Baghdad, and unfortunately we will not be able to visit this location, maybe in a future game. But yeah, it's confirmed that like we are not going to be visiting his hometown. So, but we are most likely going to be seeing something within the story that has something to do with, of course, what the events that happened there. Alright guys, let's get into the assassin tools. I'm really interested to be getting into this because we have 5 of them to talk about. First one is throwing knives. This is a absolute classic that I am really happy to be seeing introduced back into the game, because it is a classic tool that is missed, and it is very fun when you're just running around and killing people, pretty much like how Rashan is here. And the second one is smoke bombs. The smoke bombs are looking beautiful, I must admit. They are looking red, like, well, at least the one we see in the trailer is red. I'm pretty sure, at least I'm hoping, that we are going to be having different types of smoke bombs as well, pretty much like in the previous games, and I think that is going to be an extremely fun feature that I know a lot of people are going to have fun with. Okay, next on the list is the blowpipe. Now, I'm really happy to be seeing this blowpipe coming back, because this was a classic from Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4. I'm pretty sure a lot of you old school Assassin's Creed fans remember this tool, and it was so satisfying to literally shoot a berserk dart at one of the enemies and literally watch them kill each other. Like, that is literally so satisfying. Alright guys, let's talk about mines here. Mines I'm really excited about, because this one, I think it's going to be extremely useful, and I think we're going to get quite a few different types of mines as well, because I think we see poisonous, sleep, we might get an explosive one, smoke, like we might get like quite a few different ones, which I think a lot of the old school fans would definitely love. And now we are on to the final tool guys, number 5. This one is called the Noisemaker, and this one is very interesting. This one's going to be pretty much like a nice little distraction, like get some of your enemies to move out the way if you just want to sneak past, or get them out of the way of like an entrance to somewhere. Like, this one is going to probably be a bit interesting. We're going to see how this one is, but I'm not really expecting too much, I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, let's talk about the improved AI detection. So what this means is that when we are now going back to the stealthy approach with the Assassin's Creed, now that they are going with the AI being even better. So the AI is most likely gonna have, like, you know, guys investigating. Like, if they actually see a glimpse of you, they're not just gonna stand there like a bunch of donuts, you know how it is. And I think that is gonna be good for a lot of you guys that really love the whole, like, it's being very difficult to just navigate through Baghdad. So it's gonna be pretty much bringing it back to the classics, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people love. But I think with this they want to be bringing it back to the classics, but like an updated experience. So they don't want to feel like they are kind of going backwards within innovation of their like system. So I think this was a good move. Now to talk about social stealth, crowd blending, and the wanted system. I'm really excited to be seeing that they are bringing back social stealth and the crowd blending mechanics, because this means when you're navigating through Baghdad that you have to be pretty much using the crowd, like sit on benches, use certain locations to blend in, which is perfect still, because it's going to be really connected to the whole wanted system. Now the wanted system is the same system that we had in Assassin's Creed 2. I'm really happy to be seeing that they brought this feature back, because I do think it's exciting when you've been killing a few guys more than you really wanted to, and you can bribe some guys, just to bring the heat down and stuff. So it adds more to the world and it brings back that excitement. Now let's talk about the 4 districts of Baghdad. From what we know that pretty much the crowd system is going to be pretty much similar to Unity, but it's going to feel like you're playing Assassin's Creed 1, which I think it's going to make a very nice theme. I think it's going to make a very nice atmosphere for the map, and I can't wait to have a deep dive into the 4 districts. And the first district that we're going to talk about is Kark. Sorry if I butchered it. And from what I understand, it's going to be at the southern part of Baghdad. So this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what types of characters we're going to see around there. We're probably going to have some bizarre encounters, I'm guessing. And the second district we're going to talk about is the Round City, and that will be at the very center of Baghdad, which would also house the rich and famous pretty much. And yeah, I'm pretty much betting that if you go pickpocketing around here, you're gonna get some good loot. And now let's talk about the third district, and this one is very interesting because this one is called the House of Wisdom, and it is pretty much going to be based where the science guys are going to be, all the like colleges, the the libraries, all of that stuff. And I'm really interested to see if we're going to be seeing some guys that kind of go to the, like, we probably meet someone at the House of Wisdom to maybe upgrade some gear and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that would make it very interesting. And plus, apparently at the time, this is supposed to be where they have the biggest library as well, so that will make things very interesting to see what happens there. And on to the fourth and final district, guys, and this one is the Trade District, which, by the way, it is connected to the Silk Road, which connects to China and the Roman Empire. So this is very interesting because we do know that we do have founders of the creed that are connected to China and Rome. So this is going to be very interesting to see if we probably meet some people that's either connected to some of the founders. So this is like really getting into some juicy territory right here. And keep in mind, this will also be perfect for any future DLCs that Ubisoft want to do. And yeah, this will be their perfect excuse to have different locations for you to visit. Alright guys, now we're on that part of the video that we start talking about the map size. Now I am really interested about the map size selection that they have picked for this game, and it's pretty much the closest map size it's going to be is Revelations and Rogue, which it's a very interesting choice, which it's not too small but it's not too big at the same time. So it's going to be giving us a good amount of flexibility. And keep in mind guys that we do have Baghdad, but we do have the outskirts of Baghdad as well, which is full of wilderness and a few other little surprises that we hear from Ubisoft officials. So that's going to be something nice to look forward to. And on to the final topic guys, which is collectibles. Now I have to say, with collectibles, it's going to be one of the lowest in all of the Assassin's Creed games that we have had. It's a real surprise, and to be honest, I think it's a good approach. You want to keep the game nice, more compact, making sure everything goes nice and smoothly for anyone in the Assassin's Creed fan base that want to go for the 100%. Now I want to say thank you to all of you legends for dropping by on the video, smashing like, showing support in any and every way. I absolutely appreciate all the support if you've made it this far into the video. And yeah guys, I really hope this video has been really helpful, because yeah, we are really trying to upgrade the quality of the content, and I really hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a fantastic day, have a fantastic week, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one guys. Bye.